it's like that now. I'ma show you that ad now. I'ma show 'em how to act. I'ma show you, I'ma show 'em how to act. Yeah, pulling up with the crew.
Oh my goodness.
Must have done sang with the roof.
Oh my goodness.
You sitting looking stupid on the stoop.
Oh my goodness.
I would take notes if I were you.
Oh my goodness.
This was designed with the stars, the square and the cross, so we know true north.
Oh my goodness.
Smiling with 50 carats in my jaw.
Oh my goodness.
The law, it's a shame, rhyme, crime. It's a shame they let us jump out of Bentleys with dirty vans. Hit the stage for 15 minutes, get 30 bands. Swiss bank counting clean money with dirty hands. With some hood that's ready to with the. Since I came in and made my name a name brand. French Paris clubbing like a caveman. We threw up the pyramids, now they say we Illuminati. I'm a tsunami, what the is a little yachty. No blood diamonds, I rock gold like a king. Jury so cold, made them blow their nose off the Sphinx. You think I'ma be some type of role model? I go full throttle, desperado, that's the motto. Vic in Chicago, it's Hugh Hef at the grotto. Brazilian model, she mean mugging like Frida Kahlo. Drinking it with an Alicia Machado. I'm the ticket, you just hit the lotto. Pulling up with the crew.
Oh my goodness.
Must have done sang with the roof.
Oh my goodness.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game. We've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Osweiler's Broncos going up against Carson Wentz's Eagles.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago where the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the Denver Broncos. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Foles. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now Foles. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Foles. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's second down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth.
That was bullshit throw, bro. Come on, man. Don't do that dumbass shit.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Second best quarterback in the playoff.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll be a gain of 9. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll look to throw now on first down. Now he'll escape to his right, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw. Jeff, and that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Elliott now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now Osweiler on first down. And a catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 22.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Throwing right side, that's complete to Demarius Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Here we go now.
4th down. Here's Osweiler. And he's got a man, Demarius Thomas. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 9 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Osweiler on first down. Then he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now Osweiler on second down. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And he gets it down to the 32. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Again, Osweiler. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On first and 10, it's Osweiler. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Osweiler with a sneak, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Brock Osweiler taking it in, and the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. The Eagles hustling to the line. Clock rolling. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They go play action here on first down. And it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, that certainly looked like the Torrey Smith we knew in Baltimore. A guy who can just run past defenses, and what do they say? Take the top right off of them.
Game-changing speed, and the days in Baltimore good, days in San Fran not so great, but now hoping to get back to his former self.
I would say they have an extremely motivated wide receiver in Torrey Smith.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Duh.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
No confusion.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Denver Broncos, they missed out on the playoffs for the second straight year. Their offense coming back onto the field here, and that's coming off that Super Bowl 50 win. I don't know that we expected them to go back-to-back-to-back or anything like that, but I certainly don't think we saw them missing the playoffs the last 2 years, right?
No, you're correct on that one. And a big part of it is, what's one of those old adages in sports? That defense travels and defense is a constant. Well, the Broncos' defense has been exactly that. I mean, look, they were 3rd overall in total defense in 2017. So the idea that they're going to drop to that type of a record with a defense that good, that just tells you about all the offensive struggles they've had.
Yeah, we mentioned the quarterback troubles, and just 5-11 in 2017 for Denver. Now Osweiler. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second and 10 now. Osweiler. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On third down, Osweiler. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And they're going to go for it on fourth. Brock Osweiler staying on the field. They'll try and throw for it with Osweiler. And this is caught, that they say, out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. As possession changes hands here, I get to talk to you about the Super Bowl. It's New England and Philly, a repeat of Super Bowl 39, although that one was in Jacksonville. This one, of course, in Minneapolis.
Yeah, I think the only thing that really changes is the weather. But this one's in a dome, so I don't think that that's a real issue for them at all. But guess what? New England has the same coach and the same quarterback. That's a big advantage for the Patriots.
Meanwhile, for Philly, everything's new, including a quarterback in Nick Foles that they didn't think would be there right now.
And I'm not sure Nick Foles thought he would be there at that point. But remember, he's been to the Pro Bowl before, been to the playoffs as a starter in the NFL. He's got a chance to play a really big game.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he slings one that's incomplete. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Osweiler. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
All right, here we go.
Osweiler. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On 1st down, Osweiler. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Again, Anderson. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. They run again with Ajayi. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 2nd down following the run. They run with Ajayi. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And he'll go down, and that will do it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A gain of 6 there on first. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Osweiler going to give it to his tailback, Anderson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They run it again with Anderson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Job 1 to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now Osweiler on first down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play plan because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Here's Osweiler. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders, 26 yards. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Here's Foles. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Adam Gotsis in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's Donnie Jones now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's taken at around the 40. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. Here's Ajayi. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. That one looks like he'll throw here. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Foles. Aguilar has it. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return will stop right around the 25. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
There's that man again, Demaryius Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Back to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Back to throw. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He's back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Look, you're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Wanna come round there like a bad boy, do it. Want all the talking, go on and do it. Running through the party, but look. Those are my ear saying storms won't do it. Devil on my shoulder, I don't lack. Hitting with a business, I don't scrap. Even when I'm far, I'm so easy ride, but there's no car and no match. What you talking about? Clown, stand down. Never had a thing, never had a pound. You were never bad then, you ain't bad now. Never had a matter then, look back down. Wait, I saw bare kicks, saw bare clothes. Said not that, I can't wear those. I don't like them, they're not my thing. They went silent, they're all weirdos. Like yeah, storms don't clear. Never had a Tom Ford or a Montclair. Man, them a call me, you see my done there. Tell them don't do it, don't dare. Don't care who you know from my block. No, not Al Capone. They can take my car and my creps. I'll still do the road in my socks. Like who's gonna stop me? You, him, little man. I got blue slims. Don't be an idiot. Move smart. I've been killing it. New king. You were never ready for my new stuff. You're a boy by yourself, go and group up. And when Crep went states for the BTs, I was covering Crep like a boot cut. If mad, it's a family thing, straight family thing. Dumb man, I bro, no salary thing. Had a young team called Amy telling me to come round hers on a Valerie thing. Hashtag Murky Academy thing. You were like art in the gallery thing. Dumb boy there wanna chat about bars, wanna chat about. You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Look, I'm too hot. I got money in my shoebox. I'm the man of the house when my show sold out like the brother from the Boondocks. Beat Swan in my boombox. Still meat from the stew pot. Man, I'm go sick when my tune drops. Little man, that's a hooplo, not a hoopla. What? Pronounce it right. I got magic, I'm down to die for this. I don't care, bro, I'm down. Man, stress, so I'm bound to lap. Wait, I'm bound to ride for flips. Real G's gonna ride around to this. Man, I got no time to write at this. I never left my 9 to 5 for this waste man thing. I don't care what rave man's in. I came here to relax, but if it gets mad, make a young boy take man's things. Try to tell me I'm way too big to rebel. Nah, man, you're never too big to rebel. I was in the O2 singing my lungs out, rude boy, you're never too big for Adele. Leave my yard, blow a kiss to my girl. Salute to my sister as well. Gotta keep trophies down at my mum's bit. Man, I'm getting way too big for my show. Man, I see bare MCs on the sideline, but I still got a couple bangs in the pipeline. Man, I got grown men at me. You're getting way too old for the timeline. You're getting way too old for this. Should've looked after your kids. Get out the booth, go home to your son. It's never too late to commit. It's like man, love, put my name in a random flag, get a plane to guitar. This year I learned how to take care of business. Next year I'll learn how to play the guitar. You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Look, you're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth?
Young Gerald. Die line with the boom pow. Every week now I switch to a new style. 212s in the back just blew out. Everything I do end up in the news now. Yeah, lead a club with a few now. Just some Hollywood and they do. I'm in the mood now. 2 a.m. What you wanna do now? What you wanna do now? Little baby, pass. Don't spill on me. That's Margella. Got this Oakland game to tell her. She look familiar. At Coachella, what's her name? Isabella, forget it, yeah. It's like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna function, got some places we could go. Lockjaw got me speaking slow like, yeah, I'm blessed. I don't GA, I'm tryna, yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't go. Say less. Yeah. Say less.
You finna see a masterpiece with Nick Foles. I'm lying.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Newton's Panthers going up against Carson Wentz's Eagles.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Carolina Panthers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mario Addison in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. This is a jive, and he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return.
I don't know how I feel
and
about
the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
That was quite the throw, man. Like, why would you do it? He was wide open.
Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. This is Stewart again. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now Stewart on first down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk about football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open.
I said cover the middle, too.
23 yards on the play.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can right foot in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking. They just have to keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Throwing is Newton.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. From the 3 now, it's second and goal. Now Stewart. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the game starts. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now Foles. Ertz has it left side. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now it's Ajayi. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on is not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
That's going to go as a loss of a 1 yard, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Second down, the ball on the 2 here, second and goal. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Newton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Come on, that's the second wide open throw you missed, bro. I can't win a game like that.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll drop to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Back to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Donnie Jones now as he'll punt it away for the second time. too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now Newton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. That one goes for 36 yards. Now a first down throw for Newton. That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.